All right, so the next one we're going to be talking about is what is LCM. LCM actually means the least common multiple. Least common multiple. The least common multiple. Some people will call it the lowest common multiple. All right. So now this LCM has three things. We have lowest, we have common, and we have multiple. Lowest, common, and multiple. So these three things are involved. So now you can't talk about common when you are not comparing two or more stuffs. Okay. So if I want to talk about, let's say, what is the LCM? Example. What is the LCM of, let's say, what's the LCM of 2 and 3? What's the LCM of 2 and 3? Now, we said LCM is what? Least common multiple. Meaning that we are going to find the multiples of each of them, find what is common between the two of them, and then find the lowest of those things. So first of all, let's start with multiple. What are the multiples of 6? What is a multiple? Multiple simply refers to numbers that, if I say what is the multiple of 2 now, I mean numbers that 2 can divide exactly without remainder. 2 can divide that number exactly without remainder. So multiples of 2 includes 2 itself. Multiples of 2 includes 2 itself is a multiple of 2. 4 is a multiple of 2. That's the next multiple of 2. 2 is the lowest number 2 itself can divide because it's dividing itself. The next multiple of 2 is 4. The next multiple of 2 is 6. The next multiple of 2 is 8. The next multiple of 2 is 10. And so on, 12, 14, and so on and so forth till infinity. Keeps going till infinity. All right? That's the symbol for infinity. The symbol for infinity is 8 that is lying down. So you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. These are all multiples of 2. So we've listed all the multiples of 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So let's talk about multiples of 3. Multiples of 3. So multiples of 3 are, of course, start with 3. The next one is going to be what? 6. The next one is going to be like 3, 6. You keep counting. The way you count 3 times. 3 times 1, 3. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 4, 12. 5, 15. 3 times 6, 18. And so on and so forth. Okay? So these are multiples of 3. Now, the next question we're going to be asking ourselves is between the multiples of 2 and the multiples of 3, which one of the multiples are common to both of them? Remember, we are talking about least common multiples. So we have talked about the multiples of the two numbers. So we want to know which one is common to the two of them. You can find it on both ends. And if you look here, you'll see that you can find 6 is a multiple of 2 and 6 is also a multiple of what? 3. So 6 is a common multiple of 2 and 3. And then the next one is 12 and 12, meaning that 12 is another common multiple of 2 and 3. Now, there could be other common multiples as you go further, but let's stop here. Why don't we need to go further? Because the next thing we're going to be talking about is the lowest common multiple. So even if we have more common multiples in front, what is of our concern in LCM is the lowest of the common multiples. And out of these two common multiples, the one that is the lowest is what? Is 6. So 6 becomes the lowest common multiple of 2 and 3. So this is the concept of LCM. Now, if you had wanted to solve this, the way you solve it mathematically without using this raw method, you can actually write 2, 3, draw your line, and then you start 2. 2 into 2 will give you 1, 2 into 3 cannot go. In the LCM rule, if you can't go, you bring down your 3. Then the next one, you go again. 1 is already here, so 2 can't go again. So the next thing you're seeing here is 3, so you use 3. 3 into 1, you bring down 1. Then 3 into 3 will give you 1. Then you multiply these two things here. So the LCM of 2 and 3 is equal to 2 times 3, which is equal to what? 6. So that's how you calculate LCM. So this is like an explanation of what it really means to be lowest common multiple. And this is a mathematical method of how you can actually solve it to get your answer. Okay.
Thank you for watching. Tell your teacher thank you in the comment section. He actually sacrificed to do this for you. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel.